In late 1781, the British slave ship Zong approached Jamaica, bound for Black River. After a navigational error and a claimed shortage of water, the crew murdered over 130 enslaved Africans, throwing them overboard to collect insurance. The ship docked with fewer than 200 survivors. The killings led to court proceedings in England, not for murder, but for property loss. The Zong case exposed the brutality of the trade and became a key turning point for British abolitionists in Black River.
Both my parents were born in Jamaica. My dad in Black River, my mom in St. Mary. He learned a little bit of piano and guitar, like he always liked classical music on the radio growing up.
My mother told me about my uncles who had a little band in the tourist industry. I knew about them, but never met them until I was in the police force. So I always wanted to play some instrument. As a kid, we made instruments out of rough things. We had board and tin cans and stuff like that. We made guitars out of that, and we sang to entertain each other. And when I joined the police force, of course, I started learning to play the piano.
He was going through the police force, but then he found that it was too political. He didn't like what was going on, so he wanted to leave. And that's when he came to Canada and went to college. And then he got a job with Hydro Canada, a nice job, and just worked there till he retired.
Well, it is original, strictly original music in the place to keep the place rocking alive. See it? Look. Bad man sound. Boy, I want project. Reload. Hook up.
The only thing I know about the piano was hearing the piano in church. My dad played music, so we always had music in our life, but he played Indian folk music. So he was playing the drums and other instruments. Coming here, my kids were able to go to piano school. You find out that they like to do music, and you could afford to send them to piano lessons. Back in Jamaica, that would have been very difficult. I am the eldest child of 9. Always family oriented. Family was close knit. I was kind of stricter because I had to be the eldest, so the discipline and stuff starts with me. So that also transfers into my life with my children too, kind of strict but loving.
As we fall like snow, and discover
John Allwood, an English settler, arrived in Jamaica around 1715 and founded the Allwood Estate in St. Elizabeth Parish. By 1723, over 150 enslaved Africans were enlisted there, forced into labor under harsh conditions. The number grew, along with recorded acts of resistance, work slowdowns, sabotage, and escape attempts. The estate remained firmly in the family until 1805 when it was sold, decades before slavery was abolished in 1834. My last name, like many across the Caribbean, comes from this tradition of slavery and the Allwood family, not by choice, but by history.
I was arrested on December 1st, 1955 for refusing to stand up on the orders of the bus driver after the white seats had been occupied in the front. And of course I was not in the front of the bus as many people have written and spoken that I got on the bus and took the front seat, but I did not. I took a seat that was just back of where the white people were sitting. And in fact, the last seat, and the man was next to the window, and I took an aisle seat, and there were two women across. And we went on undisturbed until about the second or third stop when some white people boarded the bus and left one man standing. And when the driver noticed him standing, he told us to stand up and let him have those seats. He referred to them as front seats. And when the other three people, after some hesitancy, stood up, he wanted to know if I was going to stand. I told him I was not, and he told me he would have me arrested. I told him he may do that. I'm proud. Several people got off. Didn't any white people get off, but several of the black people got off. And shortly thereafter, the two policemen came on the bus. And one asked me if the driver had told me to stand, and I said yes. He wanted to know why I didn't stand, and I told him I didn't think I should have to stand up. And then I asked him why did they push us around, and he said, and I quote him, "I don't know, but the law is a law and you are under arrest."
Jamaica and Canada were both shaped by British colonial rule, forced labor, land theft, and through racial segregation. Both countries have grown into places where multiculturalism isn't just a policy, it's a facet of everyday life. In Canada and Jamaica today, cultures intersect in food, language, music, and family. The legacy of oppression didn't disappear, but it now coexists with vibrant, diverse expressions of identity. That mix of survival, adaptation, and celebration is what defines us.
Silent whisper that makes a woman sigh can make a movement for all blessed